Tyler from 10 Thumbs Pro, coming at you with a new blues tutorial, a flashy Delta blues in A. New ukulele lessons every Wednesday and Saturday. Hit subscribe if you like that kind of content. Printable tabs for this tutorial and all our tutorials by becoming a Patreon. Links in the notes, a link to the specific tab pinned in the first comment of the comment section, additional information in the description. You'll also see my email there if you want some one-on-one lessons. Let's do it. Hit subscribe, like, grab the ukulele, brain and attention span, tabs if you're a Patreon, follow me on in and let's break it down. First four measures are up. You will see we have a 3-note intro. And we're going to go ahead and play that starting on the and after the 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Then we're into the first measure. This is a quick change blues, meaning the first 4 measures are going to go A, D, A, A. We'll start off, and you can just fret the 2nd fret with your middle finger or play the A major chord. You're going to pluck the G and the open E. The second beat, you'll get your ring finger on the 2nd fret of that E string, and you're going to go thumb, 2nd fret, remove it, and then pinch the 2nd fret and the open E together. 1, 2, and 3, and index finger, 1st fret. Now we need to make an A. So we play that C sharp on the and, A on the 4th beat, and then open A up there. High G, that's the same note. Low G, you have a nice octave there. So the first measure is 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and boom. Move your middle finger down to the 2nd fret of C. Similar rhythm. You're going to play that 2nd fret of the C, open A, 2nd fret of the C, 2nd fret of the open A, and then you'll pinch them both together. So it's 1 and 2 and 3. Then that ring finger will drop down and grab the 2nd fret of the E string. And you're going to play it. Then you're going to play 2nd fret of the C. Then you'll remove it and play the open E. Playing that open E on the and before the A is something called like pushing the chord forward or anticipating the chord. That E is a chord tone in the A. And by playing it over the D before the change, we kind of push the change forward. And that's a really classic blues trick. So that second measure is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Back to the A. 2nd fret, 1, 2. Then we have a hammer on, open C string, hammer to the 2nd fret, and then we're going to pinch the 2nd fret and the E together. This is a fun little trick right here that we're doing with this open one here, because we're playing on the difference between the C minor chord and the C major, or the minor third and the major third, another classic blues sound. 1, 2, and 3, 3rd fret, which is our devil's 5th, flat 5th, 2, 2, to the 2, to the 2nd fret, and we're going to also play that D together, then the 1st fret. So the 3rd measure, which might be the trickiest in the whole thing, nice and slow, is 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. The 4th measure, we finally see the A7. These really, really old Delta compositions are based around the dominant chords, but they also did more with just the major triads. So that's why there's a lot of A in this piece and not all A7. Middle finger, index finger on the open A. Your pinky finger will then grab the 3rd fret of the E, and you're going to do the same. Thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb on the 4th beat. So that last one is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right, we're going to play through all of this now, and we're going to play it a little slower than game speed. These kind of ragtime-ish blues pieces sound a little better, a little quicker in my opinion, but we're going to learn it slow. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Boom. Next 4. Okay, next 4 measures. If we look at the D, it's really similar. But there is a difference. We don't play that E note because we're not going to the A, so we're not anticipating the chord like I talked about earlier. We play the A and we let that run over to another measure of the D. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. The only difference is that open A instead of open E. We run through it again. And then this time, it's actually exactly the same as the first time we saw it in the second measure, finishing with the open E instead of the open A. So the first 2 measures are 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Really, really cool. This is what people refer to as a motif. When you are composing and creating your own blues pieces, having certain ideas, whether rhythmic or melodic, that repeat is a very, very strong tool to use in blues. This is a piece, for example, that I composed, and it's nothing too fancy. I just kind of looked at some blues pieces that I liked and took some information that I know and put it together, using little details like the open E, pushing it over to the A, for example. And that is something you get over time by learning to play blues pieces from your favorite blues musicians. It's really important to listen to the music. Okay, so this measure here is exactly, well, in fact, these 2 measures here we've already seen. These are the exact same as they were earlier in the first 4 measures of the song. 1, 2, and a 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Now, let's go ahead and just play through these 4, and then I'll tell you what I'm going to tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and a 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. To make it a little more advanced and a little more flashy, we can change these 4 measures into this. Now you'll see the only difference is the last 3 beats. We've changed it for a fill that sounds like this. In the blues, it's 3 stacks of 4 measures. And you usually sing over the first 2 and then jam over the next 2. So in this case, for example, bars 5, 6, 7, and 8, you sing over 5 and 6, and then 7 and 8 is where you can kind of show off a little bit and put some flash into it. And that's what we did with this triplet rhythm. And it's all A minor pentatonic. 3rd fret of the A string, 5th fret of the E string, 4th fret of the C. And that's your first triplet. 1 pola. Landing on the 3rd fret of the E string on the 2nd beat. 1 pola 2. Back to 4, back to 3. 2 pola 3. Landing here on the 3rd beat, on the 4th string, 3 pola. 4th fret, 2nd fret, open. Now, all of this starts on the 2nd beat, so you actually play the 2nd fret of the A string first. So really slowly, it's 1, 2 pola, 3 pola, 4 pola. Then you get into the E. 1, 2 pola, 3 pola, 4 pola, boom. And we're going to this E shape. That's the 2nd fret of the A and the 4th fret of the C. So that's what I'm playing to land on that. 1, 2 pola, 3 pola, 4 pola, 1. So let's play through these with the fill, nice and slow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and a 3, and 4, and 1, 2 pola, 3 pola, 4 pola, bring up the last 4. This E is very similar to what we've got going over the D. So you're going to play 2 and 4. I'm using my ring and my index. Then my pinky is going to grab the 4th fret of the A, and I'm going to go 2 and remove the pinky, 3rd beat, play that shape again. So it's 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Pinky's going to grab the 4th fret of the E string this time, and the thumb will play the 4th fret of the C. So we get 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Boom. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Now, if you want to, I put a passing note in the tabs where I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. Well, I go 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. And I use my middle finger on that 3rd fret, and then I go down to the D and repeat that motion. But if that's too tricky, you can feel free to just go from 4 to 2. And remember, you want to use your middle finger on the 3 and the 2 because it's going to make this shape easier. So you go 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. The D is the exact same rhythm as the E. Same exact rhythm, same idea. 1, 2, and, well, take it nice and slow. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Without the passing tone. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. The actual turnaround. Okay, so what we do here is open A, middle finger slide up to the 7th fret of the C, and you're going to go 7 with your thumb, and 7 of the A with your index. 1, 2, and down to 6 and 6. You're just going to pluck that. 3, down to 5 and 5, triplets this time. Which is cool, because we go 2 and 3, 4 pole up, boom, to 4 and 4. Let that ring for a quarter. Then you're going to go 2, hammer 3, play the open E, and then strum an E7. And that's a triplet. 2 pole up, 3, 4, boom, and then you're back in the top. So these 4 measures, nice and slow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4 pola 1, 2 pola 3, 4, boom, and we're into the top. All right, so let's play through the whole thing one time without a backing track, nice and slow. From the very top, here we go. I can't count the whole thing because I'll faint and die. But let's just take it nice and slow from the top. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and. To the top. And then it would just repeat itself. You can add some lyrics and have some fun with it. All right, why don't we try it to a backing track? Let's have some fun. Let's put some drums and bass to it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. that's that flashy Delta blues. Thank you so much for watching to the very end here at 10thumbspro.com. We appreciate you learning with us. Keep on rocking and rolling. Have a lovely day. Cool, everyone. That was it. Thank you so much for watching to the very end of the lesson here at 10thumbspro.com. We appreciate you learning with us, and we love playing the blues. This one's a lot of fun because it's really bouncy, intriguing, has a lot of movement. This style of fingerpicking is some of my favorite to play. Instead of just like a pattern that repeats itself through the whole song, patterns that evolve, move, passing tones, walking tones, little licks, fills, highlighting details. This stuff is a lot of fun to play. If you want to learn more about the blues, check out our blues playlist, or you can do any of the blues challenges, which are 10-day and 15-day challenges that walk you through the blues sequentially from beginner to intermediate. All right, until next time, rock and roll. Have a lovely day. Catch you soon.